everyone, so let's move towards our today's topic, which is...
Now, as you know that the air consists of three parts. External air, which I have told you that it further consists of two parts, that is three parts: tympanic membrane, external acoustic membrane, and pinna, that is also known as auricle. Then we have discussed that middle air, which is cube like, and then in this lecture we have to talk about inner air or internal air. Now, internal air is present, basically it is present in the bone, okay, and that bone is basically the petrous part of the temporal bone. So this is a very important MCQs, or someone can ask you in the Viva as well, that internal air is present in which bone. So you have to say that petrous part of the temporal bone. Now, what is the function of the internal air? The function of the internal air is to convert the mechanical signal into electrical signal. Now, it consists of further two components: the bony labyrinth and the membranous labyrinth. These two are the parts of the components of the internal air or the inner air. Now, bony labyrinth और membranous labyrinth, इनके फर्दर पार्ट्स होते हैं. मैं आपको पहले पार्ट्स के नाम बता देता हूँ. वैसे तो आपको खुद ब खुद याद हो जाएंगे जब आप ये टॉपिक समझ रहे हैं तो, लेकिन मैं आपको पहले नाम भी बता देता हूँ. बोनी लेबिरिंथ में तीन पार्ट्स होते हैं: कॉक्लिया, वेस्टिब्यूल और सेमी सर्कुलर कैनाल. अब अगर आपको बोनी लेबिरिंथ, if you memorize the name of the bony parts of the bony labyrinth, you will easily memorize the parts of the membranous labyrinth. Why? Because the parts of the membranous labyrinth is very much similar to that bony labyrinth. How? Like I said, the parts of the bony labyrinth are cochlea, vestibule, semicircular canal. The parts of the membranous labyrinth are cochlear duct, the saccule and the utricle, and the last part is semicircular duct. The saccule and the utricle are basically one part, okay. So the first part is cochlear duct, the second part is saccule and utricle, and the third part is semicircular duct. So it's much easier to memorize the name of these part of these labyrinth. Now, first of all, we will gonna talk about cochlea. What is cochlea? Cochlea is basically snail-shaped structure or shell-shaped structure present in the inner air, and basically इनके कुछ rounds होते हैं, cinnamon like होता है, और इसके center में एक part होता है और उस part को कहते हैं modulus, जिसके अराउंड ये पूरा के पूरे राउंड्स बन रहे होते हैं. नाउ बेसिकली यू कैन ऑल्सो से दैट देयर इज इट लुक्स लाइक अ पाइप विच इज फॉर्मिंग टर्न्स अराउंड द मॉड्यूलस. ओके, नाउ दोज टर्न्स which are formed by a pipe like structure or tube like structure called as cochlea. In that cochlea, when we will take a cross section of the cochlea, we will see that inside cochlea there are two parts. The upper part, it is divided into two parts. The upper part is called as scala vestibuli, and the lower part, the below the scala vestibuli, there is another part called as scala tympani. Okay. Now these two are the parts which are present inside the cochlea. Also cochlear duct is also present in this tube, in this pipe like structure, but we will gonna talk about in the membranous labyrinth part, but we are now talking about bony labyrinth. Okay, now the scala vestibuli and the scala tympani. The scala vestibuli, as the name indicates, it is related to the vestibule part of the bony labyrinth. So basically the scala vestibuli is connected with the vestibule part of the bony labyrinth, and it is connected by an oval round window. It is connected by a round window. Now if you see the apex of the cochlea, which is very much important. At the apex of the cochlea, the scala tympani and the scala vestibuli are meeting together by an opening, and that opening is called as hericotrema. Okay, so the professor can ask you what is hericotrema. So you have to say that hericotrema is basically an opening which is connecting the scala tympani and the scala vestibuli at the apex of the cochlea. Now vestibule. Vestibule is another part of the bony labyrinth. It is the centermost part of the bony labyrinth, and it connects with the middle ear through a window called as oval window. Okay, there are two windows which I have told you: round window and oval window. Oval window is connecting the vestibule to the middle ear, and the round window is connecting the cochlea to the vestibule. Okay, and the part of the cochlea is scala tympani, which is connected with the vestibule. Now vestibule consists of 5 openings, and these 5 openings are used to attach with the these openings are for the semicircular semicircular canals. Okay, now what are semicircular canals? We will gonna talk about in the next few seconds. So this is very important point. You have to remember that vestibule consists of 5 openings. अब अगर मैं बात बताऊं आपको सेमी सर्कुलर कैनाल की और वेस्टिब्यूल की साथ साथ, सो सेमी सर्कुलर कैनाल्स आर 3 in number. There are 3 semicircular canal in the inner ear. But I have told you that in the vestibule there are 5 openings for semicircular canal. How? Basically, semicircular canal is a pipe-like or tube-like structure which consists of 2 ends. And one obviously it is a tube. So tube consists of, any tube in the world consists of 2 ends, and one end of the semicircular canal is connected with the vestibule, and the another canal is also connected with the semicircular canal, connected with the vestibule. But the problem is, I have told you there are 5 openings, and if I talk about semicircular canals, so semicircular canals are 3 in number, so 3 2s are 6. The openings in the vestibule must be 6 in number, but this is not the case. What happened? There are 3 semicircular canal, like I said: the anterior semicircular canal, the posterior semicircular canal, and the lateral semicircular canal. Each semicircular canal has one opening, okay, which is connected directly with the each semicircular canal has 2 openings, one opening, each semicircular canal has one opening which is connected with the vestibule. Okay, remember this point. Now the remaining 2 openings are forming by these 3 semicircular canal. How? जो लेटरल सेमी सर्कुलर कैनाल है ना, इसकी 2 ओपनिंग्स होती हैं. दोनों ओपनिंग्स देखें, आपने एक बात याद रखनी कि हर कैनाल में 2 ओपनिंग्स हैं. ठीक है, हर कैनाल की एक ओपनिंग, द वन ओपनिंग ऑफ दीज 3 कैनाल, okay, one opening of these 3 canals are directly attached with the vestibule, whereas if we talk about the lateral semicircular canal, the another opening, the second opening, is also directly attached with the vestibule. But the 5th opening of the vestibule is attached with the semicircular canal. How? The anterior semicircular canal, which is also known as superior semicircular canal. So that anterior and the posterior semicircular canal is forming one opening, is attaching to the vestibule through one opening, and that opening, the name of that opening is very much important, and that name of that opening is called as crus communi. Okay, so that crus communi, it is the opening of the vestibule. It is formed by anterior semicircular canal as well as posterior semicircular canal. So this is very important point. Now we will move towards the membranous labyrinth. Membranous labyrinth consists of 3 parts, like I said: semicircular duct, cochlear duct, and the saccule and the utricle. Now, membranous labyrinth consists of, it is present in the bony labyrinth part. Okay, like if I talk about cochlear duct, तो cochlear duct कहाँ होगी? Cochlea में होगी, ठीक है. Semicircular duct कहाँ होगी? Semicircular canal में होगी. So we will discuss it in few seconds, but first you have to remember that the membranous labyrinth and the bony labyrinth is separated by a fluid, and that fluid is called as perilymph. Okay, plus membranous labyrinth consist of another fluid. Membranous labyrinth का अलग से fluid होता है, and that fluid is called as endolymph. Okay, now if we move further, you have to remember that cochlear duct is a part of cochlea, and it is also known as scala medius. Okay, scala medius. Now, scala medius is basically present between as medius, middle, medius. The pronunciation for the middle and the medius is somewhat like same. So you have to remember, and you can memorize it easily. The scala medius is present between the scala tympani and the scala vestibuli. Okay, so scala tympani and scala vestibuli are divided by scala medius, and scala medius consists of a fluid, like I said, and that fluid is called as endolymph. Now, the second part is saccule and the utricle. These parts are present in the vestibule, and these organs are basically used for the balance purpose. Now, the saccule is directly attached with the cochlear duct through a duct called as ductus reunions. Okay, reunions भी कह सकते हैं इसको. और जो utricle है, which it is connected with 3 semicircular openings. Okay, utricle is basically 3 in number, and each utricle is present in utricle is a part of the vestibule which is connected with the semicircular opening. तो semicircular opening जहाँ होती हैं vestibule में, वो vestibule का part कहलाता है utricle. Now, semicircular duct, each semicircular duct is present in the corresponding semicircular canal. Like एंटीरियर सेमीसर्कुलर डक्ट होगी तो एंटीरियर सेमीसर्कुलर कैनाल में होगी, पोस्टीरियर होगी तो पोस्टीरियर में होगी, लेटरल होगी तो लेटरल वाली में होगी. So semicircular duct are used for the balancing purpose. So this was the whole topic. You have to remember, work hard, study hard, and good luck. Thank you. Bye. Take care.